We're in today with the GT220. This is a 2009 video card with 48 shaders. It's got 512 megabytes of VRAM GDDR3, running at 625 megahertz on the core clock, 700 megahertz on the memory clock, 128 bits bus width, and today we're gonna pair it up with this i7 4th Gen with 4 cores and 8 threads. Almost at the bottom, but the best thing we can do for this video card is just jump in a couple of games and see how it holds. Let's go. Let's start with World of Tanks on 1366 because I know this video card is not very capable of delivering a lot of FPS, but if I stay on this resolution, I have a standing chance on actually playing the game. Oh my god, look at the anti-aliasing here. Low details for the win. In this situation, can't say nothing bad about it because it's struggling to deliver the FPS, 60 FPS. Thinking that if I go in sniping mode, I'm gonna get less FPS. How much I'm using? 481 megabytes of VRAM allocation, 300 process here. It's holding theoretically okay-ish with this, you know, but definitely an interesting performance from the video card. Maximum load on the video card, 55 degrees and 67% fan power in order to keep this video card cool like this. It's good. It's averaging really well, and I think in this situation with this video card, I will call this a big win, you know, because it's starting the game, allows me to play. I got only 158 watts consumption. I don't use an external power supply, you know, so everything is good with this, you know. I think this is the type of game that I need to put, but 1366 is the resolution in this case because I can go higher. I know that I have to fiddle with 720p, 1366 or 1024 depending on the game, but in some situation, yeah, you'll end up with a different type of configuration, you know, but everything is low details. There's no excuse, you know. Here I think it's low. I'm actually curious. Minimal. This is on minimal, not even low, minimal. I mean, theoretically, it needs to be okay, you know, with this video card in games like this because it supports DirectX 10. You know, it's made for this type of game, you know, 2009, 2010, World of Tanks, you know. On the system side, I got no problem. 30% load on the CPU side. It's good with that CPU. 6.5 gig of system RAM utilized, okay, you know, but yeah. I think if I want to put higher resolution, I have to drag down the render scale. Render scale, by the way, it's 100%. Not gonna lie, this is an interesting performance from this game with this resolution and this minimal details, you know. But it's okay, you know. I can play the game and that's it, you know. Usually when I have a computer like this, when it's usually in a laptop, you know, with a video card like this, if I had this 220, I will make it as a mission to find the right games for this video card, you know, to play online. If I'm interested to play online, you know, most of the time I would put offline games or like I want to replay some older titles or find some new old games, you know. But yeah, this is the type of condition that you will end up with the video card like this. All right, let's see how it's running with Team Fortress on 1366. Look at this. I got maximum details on this occasion with this GPU. Maximum details on 1366, and I still can play this game with hundreds of FPS. 482 megabytes of VRAM allocated, 327 megabytes of VRAM process. It's doing, you know, it's doing the job with this. Holy smoke, it's holding pretty well. System side doesn't have any problems, like 15% load. That's not a lot, seriously, from the CPU. But I'm very surprised how nice it's performing with this video card on 1366. I mean, I keep saying it because it's maximum details and it holds okay. If you're averaging this video card with this performance, you're gonna see that it's on the spot when it comes to this. Even though the GPU is on maximum load, it's still entertainable with this resolution. It's okay, you know, it's an okay resolution with this video card. This is an awesome game that works on 1366 with low details, but it's holding okay-ish on the FPS side. This is actually good on this resolution, 1366 with the video card. It's holding okay-ish. There's no problem on playing the game with this. Let's see how much it's gonna average here because 100 megabytes of VRAM allocation is not the maximum this video card needs to have here. I want to see more VRAM utilization, but I think that if I want to put more VRAM utilization, in this case, I will lose the FPS, you know. All right, not bad, not bad. Look at that. Oh, no, look at them. A plonker. Another plonker. Kill the plonkers. After playing a little, still 100 megabytes of VRAM utilized. The core is not maxed out here, so it stays around 80 FPS. I think I can go on high details. Let's see. Can you go on high details for me? Let's see if we can actually utilize this video card. How much? 116 megabytes. Oh, it looks so nice. It looks so clean. I love it, seriously. All right, so I'm using 90% load now. I managed to put everything on maximum details, but I need to see this combination on maximum load. You know, I want to see this video card running with highest details. But look, I put now maximum details and I see the reflection on the ground. Ooh, interesting. So now I got 80-90% load on the video card's core, only 112 megabytes of VRAM utilized. Not bad, you know, but yeah, 62 process is not too much. Still staying around 80 FPS. So until you don't reach 100%, it's gonna stay there. And this is the maximum you can do. Not bad, but sometimes it's very important for this video card to run at maximum. Look at it. Listen, Plonker, come back. This is interesting because in this game with 1366, I got nearly 70% load on the video card score. Not a lot of room because with low details, you're gonna see that I barely have the playable headroom in front, you know. Not a lot of buffer for me to get this game running with decent FPS. So if I keep it like this with 1366 with low details, I think there is a chance here to play the game. 90 FPS on average, 60-70% load on this occasion is good for the video card. Look at that. 2-3 people dead. The VRAM is not being utilized, nearly 200 megabytes allocated and only 136. This is good for an old video card like this because it shows me that if you're putting the right game, this in the old Call of Duties, you can play the game and have no problem. System side, I got like 5-10% load on the CPU side. Not a lot of stress on the CPU, but it's holding okay-ish with the video card. I'm actually surprised that on low details with 1366, I can actually play the game. With maximum load is still okay because if I keep it like this, I have a high chance on actually maintaining that 91 FPS. If I don't leave enough headroom for this video card to have in front, I think I'm gonna have only low FPS. Not okay in some situation, but in this case you can see that it's holding pretty well. You say something? Look at that. 2 people, 3 people. What the That was so funny. I love it. All right, let's see how it's running this game on 720p. This is actually a very interesting game. It feels like World of Tanks in space. Back in the days, there was a game called Dreadnought, and I'm very disappointed it managed to disappear. But there is, I think, a mod you can activate it so you can play the game. But yeah, it's out of reach. Look at this. Come on, I want a game like this to be played on a video card like this. Seriously, I got 500 megabytes of VRAM utilization. Almost dead, almost dead, almost dead. That's it. Destroyed. 500 megabytes of VRAM utilized with 456 megabytes processed. What an interesting performance this video card is offering here. Nice. Ship destroyed. Woohoo! That's a good shot. That's like a sniping mode for this. Heal ourselves, some shield, everything is good. 90 FPS on average, 60 on average with this. Let me do a reset because I think it's gonna be much better in this case. On the system side, I got only 5.5 gig of system RAM utilized. It's not a lot, you know, from the computer, but it's holding okay, the CPU. 15-20% load on the CPU is not that bad. I thought, yeah, I will be Batman here with this video card. GT220 in Galaxy on Fire. I put maximum details, 1080p, and it's gonna be a banger. Seriously, maximum details, 1080p. I still don't have maximum FPS here. I came back on 1366 because that's my resolution. 1366, apparently that was the resolution here. 282 megabytes of VRAM utilized, 233 processed. It's holding okay-ish. 98-99% load on the video card's core with maximum details. It looks okay-ish on this resolution. For an old game like this, I would say this is actually adequate. On the CPU, I got like 15% load. It's okay, you know, from the CPU side. Only 3.9 gig of system RAM utilized, but not bad. Not a bad performance from this. Yeah, definitely is reaching 300 megabytes because I managed to put maximum details. I mean, the game looks okay with this. You know, 1366 is a very decent resolution and it's holding pretty well. There's not a lot of frame time spikes and stuff like that. This game knows how to utilize this video card in this situation. 98% load, 80%, 70 in some situation. Do I want higher resolution? Yes, but I have to drop down the quality in order to get that, because you can see that I'm in between, you know, I'm in the middle, halfway to the resolution with maximum details, and that's not a bad trade, you know. Plus 1366 is not a bad resolution. It's a decent, you know, for video cards like this, I would say it's quite okay-ish. I got 1366 with medium details because I know this 220, if I come in this game, yeah, I'm not gonna have a lot of room for load on the core, you know. With this amount of settings, you can see that I got like 80-90% load in some situation. But if I can find the best one, so I can maintain 100% 60 FPS, you know, with 100% load on the core, I will say I will be in the right direction, because I need to find the balance. That's it. After I find, okay, so 1366, I got medium details. From here, maybe I can do a little higher resolution, but I can lower the quality, or keep 1366 and move around some settings in which allows me to get more maybe sharpness with field of view trade-off, or so, or a view distance or something, you know. Keep juggling around, but try to maintain 60 FPS by not putting the video card with 100% load, because in this situation you can see the game, it's okay. I got good performance from this, and yeah, it's playable with this GT220. Seriously, this is a impressive, but I have to find the right games, you know. I have to find the right settings. I have to balance the quality versus the resolution, you know. And if I do that, I get to play Fallout New Vegas with GT220. Freaking love it. Seriously, it takes me back in the good old days when I was like starting the game, putting a lot of food around me, some drinks or something, and playing the game and putting my feet up and like, yeah boy, let's play it, let's explore every corner, every map, you know, going in that room, what can I loot this room, you know, and go sell everything. Dude, it just takes me back in time with this every single time I see games like this. But seeing it with this GT220, I'm like, this is how I was struggling back into this with GPUs like this. Got a 9500 GS or something, and in the PC a 9600 GT. It's very weird, you know, but it does trigger some nostalgia at this game every single time I come in it, and I like it. I like this type of how should I say, gameplay, because I want to play more. You know, I really want to play more games. Seriously, one day it will be one video card, one game. That's it. Do the benchmark and then do the gameplay. And I want to play like half an hour at least, and progress in the games. I don't know if it's gonna make any sense. I don't know if you're gonna like it, but it will be a very good thing to ask in the future and see how it's gonna perform. 1366 maximum details, but static light. 160 FPS, 293 megabytes of VRAM allocated, and 240 utilized. 90-80 FPS. Yes, I want this. This is the right game that needs to be played on a video card like this. Now, if you put it on 1366, like I did today, like in every single game that I managed to test today with 1366, it was actually adequate, and I love it. All right, let's see how it's going to perform from up top from the roof, because it shows me the city and it's dropping the FPS. So 65 FPS, 60 FPS. So this is a good performance from this preset, you know. So 1366 maximum details, but static light. Got 162 watts consumption. The computer doesn't utilize too much wattage, but it's holding pretty well. 54 degrees. The GPU doesn't have any external power supply. It's a one slot unit video card, and it's holding okay, you know. So making an old computer, if there are so many old computers you can find, and a lot of people who are like chucking them away and they don't want them, you know. Or you can find it with next to nothing money, you know, and you can slap in a 220 inside and you can put an old operating system and play games like this. And I freaking love this idea. 300 megabytes of VRAM allocated and 250 utilized. This is good. Maximum core load, temperature wise is good. So the game, it's okayish on 1366 with static light because apparently it does a really nice job. On the system side, I got like 20% load and 4.5 gig of system RAM. Not a big problem. You want 30 watts consumption from the CPU. That's okay, 25, 30. This is a very adequate performance this system, this video card is offering here. And I think this game with this video card, it's kind of good and I like it. I freaking love the performance this video card is offering here. This is a very sweet balance between 1366 and low details. I cannot go on medium details. I know that if I put medium details, I'm gonna get less than 40 FPS. I mean, I'm gonna reach 40 FPS. But if I keep it on low details with this resolution, 1366, I'm gonna keep almost 60 FPS. See, because in some situation it's reaching 90% load and it's pissing me off because I'm on the right side now on the playable FPS. Look at this. I got 145 watts consumption from the whole computer. This is good. Only 170 megabytes of VRAM utilized. It's good, you know, it's not utilizing the VRAM at maximum. It's barely half utilized in this situation, but yeah, I can't rely on that, on the performance, because the most important thing here is 90% load on the core. And if I go just a fraction higher on the quality, I'm gonna be done. Look at the freaking quality this video card is offering here. I mean, even on the 1366 with low quality, you can see the game, it's still looking okay, and yeah, I can still play it like this. Considering the 220 video card that is inside and this game, I will say it's okay, you know, because you can't justify a computer like this. Most of the time you will say, you know what, I already have the library, and this computer, this old computer with this video card I'm gonna share the library. And if you have already the game and building an old machine like this, I think it's gonna be quite interesting, you know, to see it running with this performance. It does the job. There are some spikes here and there, but you can't get away from that, you know. I tried to compare it with that GeForce 220, but this video card managed to outpace it seriously by a mile. And can't say nothing bad about it because I managed to see the team today with 1366 and it was actually decent, you know. There's a lot of games that I would like to play on this, you know, and I think the best thing I can do for it is in the future to put it in that XP machine with the Core 2 Quad CPU. I think that computer is going to perform really nice with this video card in older games, and I think that's the way it needs to be played, this video card. But today I try my best to find a couple of games that works online, then see some older titles and see how it's performing to try to make this video card shine, you know. This is not something you get to see every single day on, oh, we're gonna perform today a benchmark with a GT 220, you know, because everybody's looking at the new video cards, budget video cards, 8 gig video cards, like hundreds of dollars, you know. If I find this video card for $10 and I'll say, you know what, a GT 220, you know, you can get this one and you can restore it and build an old machine with an old operating system and you can play some old titles. This is what I'm going to recommend. A 220, seriously, because you can play old games with it and it's kind of nice, you know. By now you should have noticed that I don't hate any video cards. I like them all, you know, and if I had to recommend a 220, I recommend it, but I will recommend it with the old games. That's it. Old machine, old operating system, because there is going to shine. Here you managed to see it was okay. Yeah, you can say nothing bad. That's it. I recommend every video card that you can find cheap, then that's it. If you have any suggestion for this video card or for the system, leave a comment, smash that like button, and I will see you very soon.